Welcome back to Goal Line Football. I'm your host Buster Noble for this Goal Line comic featuring the debuting Maricopa Muddawgs. Welcome fans to Palm Springs, California. The Muddawgs and general manager Brock Miller had their work cut out for them getting their debuting game in Goal Line Football from the home team Vibes Football and QB number 4 Mikey Provost. The Muddawgs won the coin toss and chose to defer to the second half. The Vibes starting on offense only need one play to score with number 44 Paul Big Hitta running in a score for 6. Check Paul out on Instagram at Big Hitta. Going against football fundamentals, the Vibes elect to go for 2 points instead of the free point after. They miss the opportunity and the score remains 6-0. The Muddawgs also have a powerful runner in Dev Butler. It took several Vibes players to take him down. He has speed and agility. That's a dangerous combination for any defense to keep up with. Pressure from the Vibes defense on second down forced QB Brock Miller to scramble. The run was short of a touchdown and left the Muddawgs in 3-point scoring range. The Muddawgs used the strategic kneel on third down to position themselves for a 6-point touchdown. With 1 down left to complete their first series in Goal Line Football, the Muddawgs line up for a passing play that the Vibes defense read and sent a man blitzing that forced QB Brock Miller to throw the ball early. It was miraculously caught by number 26 Austin Terry. But the catch would come at a cost. Austin took a violent hit that saw him get compacted between two Vibes defenders that would ultimately be game-ending for him. Let's take a closer look at that play and the outcome. As the Muddawgs look on with concern, Brock Miller had to quickly formulate a plan without his number 1 wide receiver, at the same time keeping his team's morale high. He chose to go for a 2-point conversion and the lead, handing the ball to Dev Butler for another powerful run. This time netting 2 points after the scoring catch from number 26 Austin Terry. The Muddawgs take the lead 8-6 after the first series. Vibes Football makes the most out of every opportunity, and in the second series QB Mikey Provost connects with rising star number 7 Robert Taylor for 6 points on first and goal. Taking a live look, we can see how wide receiver number 7 Robert Taylor made easy work of the Muddawgs secondary. The Vibes elect to go for 2. In Goal Line Football, the QB can't run unless the defense blitzes. The Vibes are creative at getting QB Mikey Provost the ball from the running back position and then makes him a passing threat and active rusher. Running back number 44 takes the snap, flips it to Mikey, and then picks up the late blitz to help QB Mikey Provost scramble for a 2-point conversion. Down 6 points, the Muddawgs throw back-to-back incomplete passes as the Vibes secondary seems impenetrable, setting themselves up for a 3rd and long. Without his best wide receiver, who was taken out early in this game, Brock Miller saw himself under pressure with all his receivers covered and took a chance. Unfortunately, Mikey Provost, playing on defense, read the Muddawg QB and intercepted the pass attempt. Let's take a look at that interception. In Goal Line Football, quarterbacks only have 4 seconds to throw the ball.
All the way to the corner.
The 4-second clock forces quarterbacks to make fast decisions that don't always work out. The Muddawgs were able to force the Vibes into a 2nd down on their 3rd series. In Goal Line Football, each team gets 8 series to score as many points as possible. After a rush attempt from number 44, on 2nd down QB Mikey Provost received a bad snap and made the best of it. Smooth handling and a perfect pass led to another touchdown to number 7 Robert Taylor. After the TD, the Vibes take their free point to go up 21-8. Let's take a look at the determination of Robert that already has him as one of the best in Goal Line Football. Looking to match the determination of Robert Taylor and the Vibes, the Muddawgs go to what's working best and give the ball to Dev Butler and let him try to rush the Muddawgs to victory. Number 8 Dev rushed inside the 5-yard line, and that set up the Muddawgs up for a 3-point attempt. Choosing to burn it down to get back in 7-point scoring range sets the Muddawgs up with a second 4th down this game. The Vibes defense is a machine, covering all receivers and being patient by using the 4-second clock against the QB pays off, and the Muddawgs finish the 3rd series without points. Vibes up 13 points going into the 4th series. The Muddawgs almost caught a break with an officiating error that called QB Mikey Provost out of bounds as he scrambled for a loose ball in the end zone. After a challenge and further review, the replay showed Mikey did not step out of bounds and a replay of down was issued. On the technical first down of this series, QB Mikey Provost finds number 7 Robert Taylor for his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. The Vibes are making short work of the Muddawgs defense, but the Muddawgs are still in this game. After stopping number 44 on a rushing 2-point conversion, the Muddawgs take the field for their last series before halftime. QB number 15 Brock Miller was looking for Dev Butler over the top, but the Vibes defense was up for the task and prevents the catch. Dev with his hard-running style powers in a touchdown on 2nd down to keep the Muddawgs alive in this game. Brock lines his guys up for a 2-point conversion down 12 points before halftime. The Vibes blitz and force Brock to scramble where the trap has been set at the goal line. With a bone-shaking impact, Brock reaches for the extra points and makes good on the 2-point conversion. Let's take a look at the extra effort displayed by Brock Miller to get his team the extra points. That takes us to halftime with an official score of 27-16, Vibes on top with 1/2 of 5-man football remaining in the Muddawgs' GLF debut. Halftime is an important aspect of football. It gives teams time to go over what's working and not working going into the finish of the contest. The Muddawgs found success giving the ball to Dev Butler in the first half. Good coaching decisions have them calling his number to start the second half, and it pays off with a touchdown on 1st and goal. Subsequently, the Muddawgs missed their elected 2-point conversion to cut the lead to 4 and make the score 27-22, Muddawgs down 5 points late. The Vibes' 5th series continues to display their precision offense and outstanding play calling from their players and coaching staff. They only needed one play to rush the ball in for 7 points. 34-22, with the Vibes showing no mercy to their opponent that saw their best wide receiver take a game-ending hit early in this game. Needing to score to keep pace in this contest, Dev Butler once again gets the call and carries the ball 10 yards for a score on 1st down. The Muddawgs continue to go for 2 points after each touchdown. With an incomplete pass, the strategy has them down 6 points after their 6th series, 34-28, Vibes on top. With the probability of a comeback dwindling, the Vibes sense victory. The Muddawgs never conceded to their opponent, forcing them into their longest drive of the game. It took the Vibes 3 plays to drive in their 6th touchdown of the game. A big run from number 44 Paul Big Hit it took the air out of the Muddawgs' comeback. And a 2-point conversion complete from number 4 to number 22 Ty Bratton. The deal was all but sealed. Mathematically, the Muddawgs are still able to win this game. Their determination and resilience has to be greater than the Vibes' determination to close this game out. On 1st down, the Vibes were able to keep Dev Butler's rushing attempt out of the end zone and in 3-point scoring range. The Muddawgs coaching staff knew they needed 7 points. They called their 3rd strategic kneel of the game to get back in 7-point scoring range. 3rd down, and Paul Big Hitta earns his name and puts a big hit on Dev Butler, applying the final touches to a prospective victory. Let's take a closer look. It was definitely the defensive moment of the game and deserves a highlight in this video.
Sack! I don't know if it was a sack or a tackle in the backfield. It was so fast. We'll have to check that footage.
Clearly a tackle in the backfield. Paul Big Hitta might be the best two-way player in goal line
defensive
football.
Option?
The Vibes saved their defensive option till the end of the game. It's only available once a game and pushes the offense back to their 1-yard line. They have to complete this series with however many downs they had remaining before the option was called. After the defensive option, the Muddawgs face a 4th and 20 do-or-die situation. With one last heat from the Muddawgs, Vibes football players walk off the fence and close this game out 42-28 halfway through 7 series.
That's game.
In their debut, the Muddawgs had a chance. They fell behind early and found the deficit too much to come back from. We hope to see them again and hope the injured Muddawg has a speedy recovery. Congratulations to Vibes Football for their victory and good luck on your mission to be the world's best 5-man football team. Vibes QB number 4 Mikey Provost was the game MVP, throwing 4 completions on 6 attempts with 3 touchdowns. He also had 2 rushing touchdowns and an interception, playing 2 ways on defense. Thank you for joining us for the debut of the Maricopa Muddawgs, and we hope to see you again. I'm Buster Noble, and this has been a Goal Line Football production.